folks, it is LaVida girl coming to you live today from my bathroom. Yay! How has your week been? Thank you so much for the support for my hair. I am so appreciative. I have been wearing it out, to certain places. I haven't been bold enough to wear it to work. I told people that I'm undercover at work. So I still wear my wig to work. Okay. So I did say that this episode I was going to tell you guys about Neil's text proposal and show you how I do the henna on my hands usually. I just decided to do like a combo. What I have on my face right now is it's just a new mixture. As you guys know, I have acne problem. Can you see? Yeah, so I'm always looking for home remedies to make, my skin look better or feel better. So right now, see the yellow stuff on my face, the goopy yellow stuff? That is a mixture of turmeric powder and honey, natural honey. I heard it's very good for, removing blemishes and keeping your skin nice. And honey, I heard, is, loaded with antioxidants, which is good for acne because I need something that will tone it down. Who would have thunk that at this age I'll still be battling with acne? Not me. But so, just to dive into what we have for today, I will show you what I use for my henna. I just started it like, I think that was in April. I wanted to get it so bad and I was like, hey, I could actually do it myself, So I watched a couple of YouTube videos. I'm going to put some links down for you guys to take a look at the ones I use. And I got this from Amazon. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in. This is what I got from Amazon. It was really, really affordable. It was like $7. And that's what I've been using to do my henna. I'm just gonna do one hand today just to show you guys how I would usually do it. I think anybody can do it. You don't have to be an artist or something like that, but it does help if you have a steady hand. And since I'm ambidextrous, I use both hands. It kind of is lucky for me. So today I'm gonna be doing this hand because as you can see, I lost this finger. I know I was cleaning yesterday and it came off, so it doesn't look that pretty. So I'm gonna do this hand and then you guys will see the end product, and I'm gonna clean this thing off at the end of the day and let you know it is like runny right now, like yolk, which I don't like, but the smell is good. It smells like turmeric, and I applied it with my plastic knife, which works like a spatula. It kind of helps with the even spread of it. I have tried using a brush before, but a lot of it gets like stuck on the brush and not on my face. So today or these days, what I just do is what I'm doing right now, like cement it with my plastic knife on my face. Okay, so yes, let's start the show. The dudes that proposed via text. We had just started dating. I know you guys have heard this story too many times. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to be working on my henna. We had just started dating for like, I think 2 weeks. And so I do have like several packs, but I only have 2 on this pack right now because these are the 2 I'm using. As you can see, they're all bent out of shape because I used it. This is the black and this is the red one. And I'm going to be using the red one today. So it was 2 weeks into our dating. I'd met his family. I told you guys that on one of my episodes. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at the one we're driving around and I was taking frappe, and you will hear the story about how I met his family on our second date. And he really wanted me to stay. This was like serious love in the time of Ebola. And I will tell you why. It was 2014. It was an Ebola outbreak in West Africa, but that was way before I came to America. So while I was in America, there was this huge Ebola outbreak out there, and everybody was talking about it. And he didn't want me to go back because he didn't want me to get sick and die or whatever. I didn't know that was what was going on in his mind. I just knew, okay, I met this really nice guy. We clicked. And when I go back to Nigeria, we could Skype and stuff like that. So he came by the first, would I say the second day of the week, 2 weeks into our dating. And he was like, I really have something to tell you. I'm like, okay, what's so important? So when he came by, he said, I have to tell you that I'm falling in love with you. I'm like, that's nice, but the way you hyped it up, I thought it was something else. But I accepted it. I told him, I don't want to say those words until I'm really sure I'm talking to, the right person, the one that I'm going to settle down with, because I've used it too many times and it's been abused. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, he said, that's what he came to tell me. I was like, I appreciate it. In fact, that was the day I told him I was my age. I told him I was 40. And he's like, you're 40? You do not look 40. No, he didn't sound like that, but he was super shocked. Anyway, he was like, you do not look 40. I thought you were 28 at least. I was like, well, thank you. I still had my nice weave on then. So, anywho, the next day, I am doing the dishes. It's like 11:30 in the morning, and this series of texts just keep coming into my phone. I'm like, who is blowing up my phone? And I pick my phone up and I start to read these text messages. He's asking all kinds of questions like, what kind of man do you like, or stuff like that. I'm like, what is he talking about? I tried to answer his questions, and then there was like a pause, and I'm like, okay, that was weird. And then there was another blow up. I'm like, dude, what are these questions for? I will pause because I need to tell you how I do this, okay? So stay tuned. Okay, I am back. Yes, I had to wash my face because that stuff was like dripping down. But now, yeah, you can see it actually is very good because it makes my skin look a little bit more smoother. I don't know. I'll let you guys know whether it clears up all the spots I have eventually. But back to the story. So what I'm gonna do, I'll usually with free hands, so I would make sure that I have, the henna pressed out. And then I will start from a spot where I know that, let's say I start with a circle. Come on, while I'm telling my story. All right, it seems like it's not coming out. Ooh, okay, it just came out, so hold on. I gotta wipe this off. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the dots in the middle, and I'm just gonna walk on it and grow it out. And then I'm going to do the second circle. You can see how shaky my hand still is, but we're making a circle. And then I'm gonna do a third circle just around. Trust me, the girl that I watch her video, she does it so much better, but this is what I am doing. And then I am going to make some petals on the circle, because what I'm doing ultimately is a flower. And before I started this, I had to wash my hands. she would usually, there's a henna oil that comes with it, which I would use sometimes, but it smells so pungent that sometimes I don't like to use it at all. So today is one of those sometimes I'm not using it at all. Okay, as you can see, I have a shaky flower, but then still a flower. So now what I'm gonna do is build it up. And I'm just gonna do this for all the petals. Make sure you fill it out real nicely. It's almost like piping for those who make cake. I would think it is almost like that, but because I don't bake, Niels does. But hey, this is how I do it. And I'm gonna pause again because this is just gonna take me filling out this circle. I will show you what it looks like once I'm done, and I'll continue the story, so stay tuned. So as I was saying, so he sends this final, barrage of text messages, and it is a long text talking about, I'm gonna just put it up for you guys because it was long. He talked about politics, he talked about Ebola, he talked about finance, he talked about everything. He talked about God and faith and was like, I don't want you for green card. I don't want your money. I don't have enough money. Like, dudes, he threw in the kitchen sink on that proposal and finally was like, if we can find the money, would you marry me? I'm like, Charlie, this is different from the way I thought I was going to be proposed to. We all think it's gonna be romantic. At least it's gonna be there on one knee, a ring, or at least, with your friends and stuff like that. Nope, not me. I was like, dude, well, after that Jerry Maguire speech you just made, you had me at, I think he had me at, I don't know where he had me, but he did. The speech worked. So yeah, he had me, and I was like, I texted back, since we were all texting, everybody was texting. I texted back, are you sure? I said yes. I said yes first before I said, are you sure? So for all those out there that think, so yeah, so when you're thinking, oh, it's so romantic, they probably had a very good, no, it was a text message. But it worked because I understood he couldn't be there. He was working and he really wanted to ask this question and he wanted to ask me the question. And, I was very honored to say yes. I said, yes, are you sure? And he said, yes. And we met, I think, we didn't meet for till a week later to talk about what we were going to do. And because we just met and because we thought that his family was not really going to understand what was going on, with us, we decided to just go to the registry. It's what they call elope. Children, girls, don't do this, don't try this, but that's what we did for our situation because that's what we, felt was necessary. So we did go to a Vegas wedding, which I always wanted because anybody who knows me back from Nigeria would know that I always said when I'm ready to get married, I'm going straight to Vegas because I loved the simplicity of the drive-through. Oh yes, please, anytime. I want to be that girl that is not wearing the poofy white dress and just shows up in jeans and is like, no, I don't want an Elvis. That will go too much. But at least a minister, and it's done fast and quick, and everybody's, I just don't know what the whole ceremony is about. We did have a ceremony before you guys go, but I thought I saw you on the wedding dress. 1 year later, we had that formal ceremony. But the first time we did it, which was on November 21st, 2014, which is why we named our company 1121. It was just me and him and a reverend father or pastor named Niels. Yeah, I had 2 Niels on my side. And that's how we did it. And then when we finished, we were looking for somewhere to celebrate and eat. And we couldn't afford dinner. So we were looking to buy pizza. But even then, he was new in town. We didn't know where to go to get pizza. So I was like, listen, why don't we just go home and I'll cook you a good meal. I ended up making him rice with stew, Niger style. And we ate, and that was our night. Our first night together. So yeah, that is the story I wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you about how he proposed with a text and hear thoughts about it. I know a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, no. Or some will be like, oh, it's so romantic. But yeah, this is how it really happened. What had happened was, as you can see, because I'm talking so much, I'm still finding it difficult to fill out my circles, my pearls, my petals. But I'm almost done, guys. I promise I'll show you once I'm done. And I want to hear your thoughts about proposals. Should it be done a certain way? Does the man have to kneel? Not nails, not my nails. Stay tuned. As you can see, I am done with that circle and I'm just making it look pretty. Making it nice and pretty. Can you see? So that's what it looks like right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another circle and then I'll do my hands because I'm just doing something, like I said, pretty simple this time. We're not going overboard. I think I have pictures of some of the ones I did before that I can show you. I really went full out when we were doing the TV interview. But this one is just showing you how I freestyle my henna. For those who want to do it, hey, you can really do it. You can start. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you're the one doing it, right? So you can take pride in knowing the fact that you did your henna by yourself. And this will probably last fully for a week before it starts to fade. And if I had gone to, the henna place or salon to do this, I probably would have been paying more than I paid for the whole box of henna that I got. So it works for me. So yeah, that was how Niels proposed, and that was how our wedding went. I also have something I recently read on YouTube that I wanted to voice my opinion about. The Timmy Dakolo's wife that came out recently and talked about being raped by a pastor when she was younger, and everybody was, a lot of people have been showing support, which is great, but a few people have been asking, why did she wait this long to, come out, which doesn't make any sense. Like, if you don't have anything good to say, then just don't say anything. You need to be supportive that this woman came out and said someone raped her. It takes a lot of courage to make that kind of accusations. And I think right now she should be in our prayers, and we should just be thinking about how we can support women that have been victimized in this sense, instead of questioning why they didn't come out on time. Like the person that said that, I was like, dude, if it wasn't about why she didn't come out on time to say it, or why she waited years to say it, it will be, oh, why didn't you fight harder? Or why didn't you scream harder? Or why were you, it's always going to be something that we're trying to blame the victims for. And it is not the victim's fault. It isn't. We should stop making the victims feel like they did something wrong and that's why what happened happened. All they need at this point is our support. And my prayers are with you, sister. I'm far away in America, but I am right there with you in Nigeria, in the spirit, supporting you for what you're going through. I hope some kind of justice comes out of it. I don't know, I'm a Nigerian, but I don't know what the justice system in Nigeria is about, what the statutes of limitations are and stuff like that. That's something I should be talking to my sister about because she got her degree in law in, Elizabeth, my sister, she got her degree in law in Nigeria, so she should probably know stuff like that. But yeah, it really just hurt me, and I wanted to speak. I really usually would not speak about, politics or stuff like that, but I wanted to give my 2 cents. People, be supportive. And if you can't be supportive because you do not understand what's going on, then shut your mouth about it. Don't talk. Because nobody needs your stupid opinion or very dumb, ignorant statements or comments. When we come back, on a lighter note, I'm going to be showing you the full design, and that will be it because I need to take a shower and get off this towel. This is not my style, as you all know. I'm usually all prepped up and ready, but today I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just hang. So we're hanging. It dries pretty quickly, so you have to work really fast. But I would leave it, and it takes probably like 20 minutes to get the full effect. And I'm going to wait for that 20 minutes, and I'll show you the end result. And we should be done for the day. I don't want to keep you guys. I know you have a busy week ahead. We also do have a busy week ahead. But no matter what you do in life, try to be kind to others, and what you don't want to be done to you, don't do it to someone else. That's my philosophy in life, and that's how I've lived. If I don't want to be treated shabbily, I try to treat my fellow humans with respect, because that's how I want to be. It doesn't always work. People will not always treat you with respect, but hey, you have to do your part and let everyone else do their part. My 2 cents may not mean much, but that's my 2 cents. When we come back, you will see the full design of my henna. See you guys soon. And the henna is done. Ta-da! Do you see how pretty it is? Yeah, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I did a great job or not. I think I did, because this is like my 3rd design, but I hope you like it. And that's how I do my henna, and that's how Nils proposed. I am gonna let you guys go because she's gonna take a shower, and Nils is gonna cook us dinner today. I probably will put a picture of that dinner at the end so you guys can see how good my man hooks it up. But until next time, it is LaVida girl. See how I'm showing up? Coming to you from Vegas saying peace. God bless you. Thank you so much for the support on for my hair. You don't know how scared I was to show it, but you guys did a great job giving me the support and you've given me the encouragement I need to wear it out now. So thank you. And put those comments, like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. Good night.